Devin slammed his fist against the table so hard the glass of water rattled. "How could you sell the condo?" he shouted. "I promised it to my wife. You had no right. Hand over the sale money right now." His eyes were wild, burning with the fury I had never seen in my own son before. Behind him, Tasha collapsed onto the couch, clutching her chest, her sobs loud and theatrical, as if she were on the verge of a panic attack. She gasped for air, shaking her head again and again, whispering, "This can't be happening. This can't be happening." I watched them both quietly. Then I took a slow, steady breath. "There's a second piece of news you need to hear," I said calmly. The moment those words left my mouth, I saw it happen. Devin's face changed. First confusion, then fear, then that slight tremor in his hands, the same tremor I had seen in myself for years whenever I realized the ground beneath me was disappearing. "But, Mom," he stammered, his voice cracking, "my wife and I have nowhere to go. We can't live on the street." And right then, right in that precise moment, I knew I had won. Because for years, I was the one who trembled. I was the one who begged. It hadn't always been this way. I raised Devin alone after his father died. 2 jobs, no vacations, no weekends. Every spare rupee, every ounce of strength went into giving my son a life I never had. When he got married, I gave them my condo to stay temporarily. That temporary stay turned into entitlement. Tasha decided where I could sit in my own house. Devin stopped asking and started telling. "Mom, you don't really need this room. Mom, it's easier if you just stay quiet. Mom, we're married now. Things change." And slowly, I disappeared. They controlled my money. They mocked my habits. They reminded me daily that I was old, outdated, replaceable. The condo was supposed to be my safety, my last dignity. But one afternoon, I overheard Tasha on the phone. "Once she's gone, this place is ours. She doesn't even know the papers are still in her name." I stood frozen. That night, I didn't cry. I planned. I met a lawyer the next morning. The condo was legally mine, always had been. I sold it quietly, cleanly, legally. Then I waited, and now here we were. Devin pacing the room, Tasha sobbing louder, peeking between her fingers to see if her performance was working. "What's the second news?" Devin demanded. I looked him straight in the eyes. "I've already moved." Silence. "I bought a small house near the coast, paid in full. The money from the sale is gone." Tasha shot up. "Gone? You can't do this. We're family." I smiled, not cruelly, not proudly, just clearly. Family doesn't erase someone to make room for comfort. Devin's voice dropped to a whisper. "So, what about us?" I picked up my bag. "That," I said softly, "is no longer my responsibility." They tried everything after that. Anger, guilt, tears, threats. When none of it worked, they tried kindness. "Mom, let's talk. Mom, we misunderstood each other. Mom, you wouldn't leave your own son like this." I left anyway, because strength doesn't arrive with shouting. It arrives quietly, after years of being ignored. Months later, I sat on my porch listening to the ocean breathe. For the first time in my life, I felt light. I wasn't rich, I wasn't powerful, but I was free. And somewhere out there, my son finally understood something he never learned while standing above me. You don't break someone forever. Sometimes you just teach them patience, and when that patience runs out, the ground shifts. The phone rang just after midnight. For a long moment, I stared at it glowing softly on the wooden table beside my bed. No one ever called me that late anymore. Not since I stopped being useful. I almost let it ring out. Almost. "Mom," Devin's voice cracked before he could finish the word. In the background, I could hear chaos, muffled voices, something crashing, a woman crying uncontrollably. What happened? I asked, already knowing the answer. They evicted us, he whispered. Tasha's brother refused to help. Her parents said we made our choices. We have nowhere to go. I closed my eyes, not because I felt guilt, but because I felt something heavier, finality. For years, I had been the emergency plan, the safety net, the silent backup, the person who would bend, sacrifice, disappear so others wouldn't have to feel discomfort. That night, I finally understood something painful, but freeing. They didn't miss me. They missed my protection. "Mom," Devin said again, his voice smaller now, "please, just for a few days, we'll stay quiet, we'll follow your rules." I stood up and walked to the window. Outside, the moon hung low over the water, calm and indifferent. "Do you remember," I said slowly, "the night I asked to keep my room?" There was silence. "Do you remember laughing when I said I felt invisible in my own home?" His breath hitched. "Do you remember telling me I was dramatic when I cried?" "I was stressed," he said weakly. "I didn't mean—" "I know," I interrupted. "You didn't mean anything. That was the problem." Tasha grabbed the phone. Her voice was raw now, no performance, no acting. "We made mistakes, but you're older, you're stronger. You can handle loneliness better than us." That's when it hit me. Even now, they still thought strength meant endurance. "No," I replied softly. "Strength means choosing peace, even when it hurts others." I didn't invite them, but I didn't abandon them either. I paid for a week at a small motel nearby. 1 week, no extensions, no promises. When Devin arrived to thank me, he couldn't meet my eyes. His shoulders were slumped, his voice no longer loud. For the first time in his life, my son looked small. "Mom," he said quietly, "I didn't realize what I was doing to you." I studied his face. "I believe you," I said, "but realization doesn't erase consequences." Tears rolled down his cheeks, and for once, I didn't wipe them away. A week passed. Then another call came. Not for money, not for shelter, just to talk. "I'm going to therapy," Devin said. "Tasha and I separated. I need to understand why I thought love meant control." I nodded, even though he couldn't see me. "That's a good place to start," I replied. People think happy endings are loud. They're not. Sometimes they sound like quiet conversations, boundaries respected, voices softened by loss. I didn't get my old life back, I got something better, respect. And finally, my son learned the lesson I spent a lifetime paying for. Love isn't proven by how much you tolerate, it's proven by how much you refuse to lose yourself.